Hello, I wanted to go over a small project I've been working on, and it's a remote process viewer for images. The idea is that if you're doing image processing, you may want to have a persistent window where you can see preview data of the images that you're working on. So here is the main application. It's a PySide Qt application, and I tried to make it fairly modular, but it's still in a very early stage. So I have transport managers where I have for TCP, for Unix. Unix is AF Unix, so that's named, it's domain pipes in Unix. And FIFO, which is FIFO buffers in the file system. And these managers will have options that will define both how to define these options in a URL in the query part of the URL or as a command line option. But currently I've only implemented using the URL method of defining what the application should do. So if we give it a URL, it will figure out all the settings based on that. But I'm also going to make it so you can specify it with individual flags and settings. So here I made a small test script to test this, and variant 2 is easy because it will send one image and doesn't require any threading or anything. So we're using the TCP transport manager here. So we connect to localhost port 8001, and we generate one random image that we are sending to it. And the way this looks, so let's start by checking out the command lines here. So we have generated some information here also. So if we do use a URL, we get these different options, these different schemes, and each scheme has different options. Or if we use the method, but this is not implemented yet, but it's at least printed here. So we want to do TCP localhost port 8001, and we want to use reuse address, and we also want to listen. So now the viewer is running here, and I'll pin it there. And then we start a new terminal here. So let's just try the test sender. So now we got a pretty long image. We can expand this a bit to see it. The images will have random proportions because this was made in order to test this, that it worked in all different cases. And I'm pretty happy with this because it makes it much easier for me to get a view into applications. And I can also, of course, have many windows open that I just listen to different ports, so I can send all kinds of data. And I can reuse the connection and send multiple images. I can send images very fast. And I plan on, in an extension, to have a video viewer as well. Currently, only those free transports that you saw are supported, but I could also add stuff like shared memory, SHM, and other things in the future. And all in all, I think this is a good start, and I think it will make it much easier and more fun for me to develop image-based stuff. So thank you for watching.